Kept you waiting, huh?
Hello, good morning, afternoon, or indeed good bloody well evening to all of our fantastic listeners and watchers to episode 82 of our gaming podcast, CrossCast. And to get things started, I want to introduce you to the two absolute chumps I'm going to be chatting with. It is the Silky Scott that talks more mince than anyone else. It is the Labby Head Lewis. Hello, mate.
Hi there. Hi. You alright?
You well? You okay? You fine?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine.
What do you have for your tea?
I had a pot noodle.
A pot noodle, okay.
Or not a pot noodle. I forget the name of it.
So was it a pot noodle or wasn't it?
It was not a branded pot noodle. It was one of the other ones that's and it was
not poodle.
Teriyaki.
Teriyaki.
That's the one. Okay? Chicken.
Takeshi 99.
Yeah, that's the one. I forget
Takeshi
the name
69. I don't even know which one.
Same thing. It was a pot. It had noodles in it. I added hot water, I covered it back over, I then peeled back the foil lid, and there's the lids on it, there's a plastic lid, and you can tip out the water,
yeah,
and it pours it quite nicely. And then I added in a sachet of brown substance, and it was very nice. It was nice.
Was that the highlight of your day, or was that?
It's not only the highlight of my day, Dan, it's the highlight of my entire year.
So good.
You know what? The highlight of my day, it is the man that likes to wear tight undies, listen to Coldplay, and kneel in awe in front of the Dark Lord Phil Spencer. It is my trophy wife, Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hi, pal.
I had to get trophy wife in there because it's funny because you collect trophies or like gamer score, kind of same thing, but you can't really get the same fun out of gamer score. What do you have for your tea tonight?
I had. It was like a chicken salad bowl was probably the best way of describing it. My husband likes to describe it as a burrito bowl, but it's not what I'd imagine to be in a burrito.
A burrito bowl?
Yeah, it's a deconstructed burrito, but it's not because it was just chicken, some salad leaves, some peppers and some sweet corn. So that's not a burrito. So that is nice though.
It's fierce middle class when you're starting to deconstruct stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you drinking? Oh, deconstructed oranges, dear.
Yeah. It's just an orange.
Are you okay? Are you struggling on the toilet? Oh, it's just deconstructed feces.
Deconstructed my dinner.
That's not what I ate for my dinner. I didn't eat deconstructed feces for my dinner. I had what did I just have? It literally had it. We had
You did have deconstructed feces because all the stuff would have been constructed into feces.
All goes to make a turd. That's what they say, isn't it? So I had roasted cauliflower in a truffle oil, seasoned with pepper and salt, and we had this like what do you call it? Tempura chicken as well, with like salt and pepper stuff on it. And there you go. And then some whole grain rice.
I won the dinners. I won.
Yeah, so yeah, that was more Tory than I'd like to have been. And as you've heard, I'm your flamingo
truffle oil. Get to the shops right now and buy the truffle oil.
That's the Tesco person, because they don't have truffle oil in Tesco. Yeah. I've tried. I'm your Flamingo fan, the Segway King, the Alpha and the Omega, the Danny Ward. We are the Cross Players, and we're now going to talk into your ear holes about our beloved video games like Nintendogs or F1 Gym. If you'd like to support us, please give this podcast a sub on the service you're using. Follow us on Twitter at the Cross Players, or check out thecrossplayers.com for links to all of our content. Or if you're star craving mad, Hit up patreon.com/crossplayers and contribute as little as £2 to help us produce the show and get exclusive access to the show live, not anymore, and entry into our batshit crazy WhatsApp. You can still get that. Just like Mark Hammond, I've already made this joke, but he once got so grumpy he slipped into a coma. Sorry, coma. Same joke, but he still hasn't heard it from the first one. Yes. Let's get started and dive Chebs first into pick up and play. Pick up and play. Lewis,
Hi.
Picked up anything nice, mate?
Nope.
Okay, Alex.
I have. I finally got fed up looking at that monstrosity that was my white PS5. I got some nice purple PS5 plates, and I have a lovely, sexy purple PS5 now. Which is much,
Calm
much
it down,
nicer.
please. This is a PG show, and any more dirty words like that, and we'll be off the air.
It's just a lovely big purple thing. So good.
Naughty.
Yeah, but that's I did pick up some nice plates. Finally, so they are now. They're so
Queen's
nice.
Jubilee plates.
Yeah.
To go on the wall.
Yeah, they're on the wall. They're just waiting and going up. I'm waiting in those little things with the little feet that hold them on the wall.
Oh, aye. Yeah. Like,
maybe
when she was younger, you can get why people would get like a plate with her on it, but now that she's like
Cleanable.
90 odd, but yeah, 90 odd, and you're like, is that a crumb? Oh no, it's a crease in the Queen's face. That's what that is now. You don't want that plate. It's just a bit strange, very weird.
I mean, you might find.
why is
plenty
that plate got a
like
crease on it? Oh no, it's the Queen.
Oh fuck. Okay, so plates, purple plates. Are you happy with them? I've got the black ones, the official ones. Love them. Really cool.
Yeah. So I got them. I also finally picked up The Quarry. I haven't played it yet, but I've had my eye on that for a while and it got reduced a little bit. I had some credit, picked that up. I think that's it.
Yeah. I am tempted to pick up Battlefield, because that's on for like a tenner now, isn't it, on PS5? That seems to have gone down and shot down. Saw that before. But The Quarry, one of my mates was talking about that before from work, and he was like really, really interested in it. He played it with his missus, and he was like doing the controls, and they were making the decisions. They were like purposefully killing the girl off because she was annoying in it. So I was like, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
So it seems to be good. Good reviews.
Looking forward to playing it.
Lewis, sincerely, have you actually picked anything up? Or you just?
No, I've not bought any gaming things in like a month. I'm doing well.
It's pretty good, that.
I have also, but I did buy a robot Hoover, so I'm just spending it elsewhere. It's not on gaming things.
It's getting a bit dramatic now. The what's in the box within the WhatsApp, because it started off as relatively sensible, and then you had to throw a robot Hoover in there, and nobody had a clue what was going on, because it wasn't gaming related.
Yeah.
How is the robot Hoover? Have you named it?
It's not named it. No. It's when it becomes sentient, maybe. But just now, I've got it to come on in the morning. It sweeps up. I mean, I've got 2 dogs and a cat, so downstairs floor can appear rather dirty or messy at times, and I want to come down in the morning to not see hair on the floor. That's the main reason I got it.
Do you want a robot anecdote? Something that actually happened to me genuinely in real life. So we were looking at robotics in work, and because it was like a project, I had to pick a project name for it. So I went with, have you ever seen the film Hair with Joaquin Phoenix?
No.
So it's about the AI in the phone, and it's played by
yes.
Scarlett Johansson. And it's so
I thought you said hair.
I thought you said hair as well.
Follow a rabbit.
Yeah, I'm the one with the accent problem. Jesus. And anyway, the name of the AI is called Samantha. So it was like, I made the connection, robots. Let's look at. So I called it Project Samantha. Anyway, I didn't realise that on this morning, 2 days before, there was a sex robot called Samantha on there, and I absolutely got rinsed in the email chat, which is the most work appropriate thing I think I can say on this podcast. So
what I thought you were going to say was that you had a robot issue at work, and that you'd got this like new AI, and then it came in and it was like, Hello, Daniel. I think you'll find I'm the most agile one here. And you just went,
Why are you touching me? That is not how you change my oil. I want a bit of Stephen Hawking there. Apologies. Yeah. I don't believe you. Why did it? Why?
my
why has it got that
eyesight
California
means
accent?
a lot to me.
No, that is not in warranty. So apart from DJ Roomba, which you purchased, and that's now cleaning up your house.
Yeah.
Anything exciting you've been playing?
I've been playing more Sea of Thieves, so take that as you will.
Okay.
So have I played anything exciting? No. But I have a tale to tell tonight.
Oh, a tall tale.
Regale me.
A tall tale. So as I described the other week, I enjoy playing Sea of Thieves just to go on and just sail about, see what I see, shoot some cannonballs at people, run away. Get tracked by a kraken, that kind of thing. Exactly. Brucey bonus. Was that Bruce Forsyth? Say what you see? No, that's Roy Walker. Roy Walker.
Should we just merge them all? Throw Dave Benson Phillips references.
Yeah. Just one old entertainer. I looked at the map on the captain's table, whatever it's called, and I seen down to the east there was a sort of kind of shadowy ship. And I was like, oh, I'm going to see what's down there. So I started sailing towards it, up to the crow's nest, telescope out. I see it on the horizon. I'm going to go and just see it, and it was like I was in a sloop. This was a big galleon thing, so there was a good few people on that boat. And I was watching, and it sank. And I was like, oh, just wasting my time going over here. So I walk up the ship to the front of the ship, the prow, is that what it's called? I don't know. And next thing I hear is, hey, I threw my headphones. I was like, what the fuck? I turned round, and there's a guy, it's just this random player standing on my ship saying, we're going to take your ship, and we're going to go and do some quest. And I was like, I didn't have a mic on, and I was like, okay. And then three others jumped on the ship jumped on the ship. And we went trying to sink some skeleton ships and getting treasure. And I had literally no idea what was going on. The guy said to me, we'll just do everything. We'll steer. We'll do everything. You just shoot cannons at this thing. I was like, okay, fine. I was like, Jesus, it's like 11:30. I'll go to my bed. Done all that. They got all the treasure. Brought it back on. At any point, I expected them to kill me. I was like, I was going to stand here because they're going to just kill me. There's no point in me fighting it. They got their instruments out. We're sailing around and we're playing some lovely sea shanties. Great time. Yeah. Instruments. We've all got our instruments out. Big purple plates.
The old
they were all out. Yeah.
Played a good tune on it.
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
Yeah. Played our instruments. Went and picked up some treasure. They were like really methodical on how they got treasure. That they used the harpoons to take out the water. One used the harpoon, someone else took it off them onto the deck of the ship. It was like a well-oiled machine. Then they went back to some island, and they said, "Right, help us take it on shore." And I was like, "Right, fine." Help them take it on shore, just expecting them just to kill me. And then they were basically said, "Right, come with us. You're going to sell this. You're going to sell this stuff." And then went into the place with it. It was like a Reaper's Island or whatever, so it was just this main room with this guy standing, and they went, right, go and sell it. Go and sell the stuff. And I was just sort of standing like, I don't know what you mean. I don't want to sell the stuff. And they're like, go and sell the stuff. And they started playing He's a Jolly Good Fellow on their instruments as I went and sold all the treasure that we'd got together.
Okay.
So they boarded my ship out of nowhere, took control of it, went and done, because they were like a good team, I think they were quite high level, got loads and loads of treasure, took it on to an island for me and went, right, this is all yours, you're going to get all the cash for this, all the experience points, you sell it. Sold it all. Just, and they vanished.
They've been nice.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's great.
What nice guys. See these Xbox players? So nice.
I honestly couldn't, I was like, they were just there, and I sort of was like, they were like clapping and waving. I was like, I don't know how to do this. So I just started jumping on the spot. didn't know what else to do. And then they vanished. And I was like, I have no idea what's just happened to me.
I love
and
that.
That's my tale.
That's the type of game
that
you can...
story's more in. Yeah, that story's more interesting than any Sea of Thieves that I've played. And I've played it quite a bit now. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but they just appeared. And that must have been their ship that sank. Then they appeared in my boat, and that was it. I was like, oh.
You were literally sailing in circles, and they were like, "Oh, this poor sod, we can't off him. Let's give him a hand. Let's give him a little bit. Let's give him some cash."
So nice.
Theirs was the boat that I'd seen. And all I was going to do to them was sail up to them and pass them, shoot them a couple of times, then run away.
Well, there's a tale for you, isn't it? Look what happened when you're nice.
There's a lesson
Yeah.
learned. Lesson learned.
I like that. Flip to Alex. Been playing anything as equally as dramatic as that? Or?
No, I've nowhere near as much drama or nicety, to be honest.
Oh.
I've had a little week of just finishing some games off, so I finished off As Dusk Falls, so I had played some of that. Ben's talked quite a bit about it as well, so I won't say too much. Absolutely loved it. So I finished that at the weekend. And then I finished Road 96. I started that before As Dusk Falls and then dropped it, but picked that back up again. Nice narrative game, quite enjoyable.
Just some racing game, eh?
It is some racing game, yeah. Plenty of different vehicles to choose as well. You can have a taxi, you can have a truck, you can get a bus. I mean, it's all options. So I finished that. It was I'd highly recommend that as potentially a choice for Game Pass Game Club for August. It's currently neck and neck with Turbo Golf Racing. So we might have two.
Put it on the list.
And what else have I played? So I started playing Klonoa. That was one of my pickups from the last time I was on. So I started playing that last night. I'm not loving it.
Did you play the demo?
No.
Why? Why not?
I just bought it because I can't bother playing demos.
Because I played the demo and I was like, no,
this
isn't for me. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I think based on the card on the PS5, I think I'm about 70% through the first game. So it doesn't take that long. So I'll just finish both of them and play it. But I can see why people maybe liked it back in the day. And maybe if you have a bit of nostalgia for it, you would enjoy it. But I don't see it why that's been the one that's kind of been remastered back from that period, because I think there's plenty of better games from them that are worth it than that. But maybe that's just because I don't have that nostalgia for it. But decent enough platformer, probably quite innovative at the time in terms of how the camera works and stuff, and the levels work. But
yeah, I remember the reaction was mainly from people who'd grew up with the game, like whenever it was released in the 90s, I think. I've known nothing about it, so much so that I thought it was a Sega game, but it's not.
I think it's
looks
really
like
not.
a Sega
I think
game.
this was the 20th anniversary of it or something. Maybe.
Is it?
Yeah. But I can see if you had the nostalgia for it, you would enjoy it, but I didn't, so it's decent enough, but nothing special. So it's been that's been about it for me this week, to be honest. I can't think of anything else. Managed to get through a few things, though. Quite a few gamer scores. So that's always good.
If you remember anything, you just put your hand up, mate, and we'll come back to you.
Okay.
There we go, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
We'll do that. It's okay. Anything else, Lewis, from your side? Playing anything else at all?
I don't think so. What I'm going to do is jump back into Grindstone because there's DLC, Dan.
Oh, is there?
And it's DLC. It's Grindstone in space.
Oh.
So I'm going to jump into that next Tuesday.
Cool.
Twitch.tv/crossplayers. You get a full review.
I really need to go back to that. I really wish it was available on Android. That's its biggest issue because it was only in Apple phones or Switch.
Yeah.
If it was on my phone, it would have been finished a long time ago.
Can you find your Switch under that big thick layer of dust in there somewhere?
I have used my Switch a wee bit over the last week just through necessity, but so it's been well used. What I did do this week was sell my old Switch. So it's gone. So the original Switch is.
Did you get much for it? Just out of curiosity.
I just took it to game, so it was like 124 quid.
Oh, that's still good.
Mine's got
given it was
back of it,
day one.
So. Yeah, mine's day one, but it's got, like I said, the back of it's just chipped slightly, so I was like, I doubt they'll give me much for it, but we'll see.
Well, mine said like the Joy-Con was coming, like the top of the Joy-Con was coming off. stuff, so it was quite well worn. But
Okay.
it's just like, yeah, that's fine. Took it. So I'm like, not complaining.
Yeah, so 124 quid. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Bought me some plates.
Okay. So I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I played 11 minutes of it so far, so I'm not going to say very much until the accents kicked in. Have you guys played it yet?
No.
Have you got any intention of playing this at all?
Nope.
No.
Because it is some of the worst accents to begin a game with, and it's almost like Final Fantasy IX. The way it starts off, like there's a bit of a like a fate going on in the middle of like a medieval-ish city, and
Yeah.
loads of kids like running around. These kids like, oh come on, let's go over there. What are we
Oh.
doing? Oh, this is cheeky. And it's like, why have they done this again? Why have they gone down the route of just doing these voices? And it's just, yeah, I don't know if many people just thoroughly enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the voice acting in it enough with a stupid West Yorkshire accent to be like, oh, this is what we should do again in the next game. So I will go back into it. I've just been too tired the last couple of days, so I'll jump on. What else have I picked up? So
It's weird accent. I think accents, and if the accents are wrong, I would like the option to turn them off altogether.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I
what was
think
the
they'd
game
be
that
worse.
put you off? It was the
Dragon Quest.
No,
Dragon
no.
Quest, but then there was Bravely Default 2.
no,
Yeah,
Scottish
that's what
guy
I
in
was
that.
thinking.
It was
The
really,
Scottish guy in
yeah.
that. I was like, no, what? It sounds like Neil Oliver. No one sounds like that in real life.
Yeah, it's even worse when they're the foil in the story as well, and it's like you're or at least some sort of locality of an accent, and that's what really annoyed me with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It was just like, oh, I'm not going to do the accent, but yeah, it was awful. If there was a Scouser in any of these games, I would be mortified.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like Florida Man when it's your area, and it's like, oh, good God, no, what I
Yeah.
did than that. But I'll give it a go. I did like the second. Well, I played quite a bit the first one, I think, when we were all playing it. So I do want to jump into it and give it a bit of time.
It's more than a bit of time, I think it needs, is it not? Like 120
I'm not playing
hours or
it for
something?
100 hours. No, I'm rocking this and easy and playing it for like 7, and then see where I get to. Pete's
Minutes.
adamant I need to play it, so I need to give it some time and then see where I get. But what else have I picked up? I have got other bits recently, but I just can't really think too much. I was tempted to get the faceplates, which I'm quite excited to get because I've got the purple controller, so I don't know whether or not to get the. Oh, Lewis is diving off there.
He just wants to
Um,
copy me.
He does, doesn't he? He's
Oh, you?
copying. Oh, me? Why was copying?
A purple faceplate.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Okay, yeah, I am sad about that. I haven't really picked up anything else. Picked up a couple of figures, but I'm not really going to show those off because they're pretty nerdy and Sophal shouted at me. And what was the game I bought the other day? Oh, yeah, I bought Lego Star Wars as well. So, yeah, I'm quite happy to jump into that after I saw a deal on Prime Day. So that's me caught up. Apart from that, I've been playing very little. I did jump back into Halo Infinite, and we played a couple of games of Fortnite and Fall Guys. That Fortnite map's really fun.
Yeah. Even I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I hate Fortnite.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were close. We got second, didn't we?
Yeah.
So if Lewis was there, that would have been
Would
it.
be
That would have been
that.
the dub.
The winner.
That would have been it. So
We even won at Rocket
Anything
League,
else?
didn't we?
we did. Yeah, you scored a banging header after like 10 games, so
Yeah.
it was fine. Flailing for the rest of it, but we did okay in that.
1 out of
that last
10 ain't
one.
bad.
We were like, yeah,
Alex, how much did Dan shout at you?
He was fine. He was fine.
It was fine. Wow, that's high
He was,
praise.
he was a perfect gentleman.
I was. Hey, Lewis. Take that.
You know, every dog has his day.
I was fine. It was okay. I wasn't too pressured about it. It wasn't like we were playing in competitive and I was losing score.
I was just excited because I kept getting achievements. Like, oh, yeah.
I know, yeah. And Carl was like, oh, for God's sake, let's do it again. Guys,
Yes.
you might be thinking, what is that giant wheel of cheese that's on the screen? I've seen this before. I've seen this when the guys were like, you know what, we're going to make a game. And guess what? We're going to do. We're not going to make a game. We're not going to make a game. After the news today that Logitech have announced a new handheld, which came out of absolutely nowhere, and it's apparently going to be supportive of cloud gaming. I'm going to have a little look on the article and read it out for you. It is from, where are we? The Verge says Logitech announces a dedicated cloud gaming handheld that supports Xbox cloud gaming and more, and they're in partnership with Tencent Games. So me being me, saw that news thing because it was the first news thing that popped up when I was on the toilet trying to frantically write the show notes. I thought, let's design one ourselves. Design what, Dan, you may ask? Let's design a handheld games console.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's nothing to cancel.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Everyone in the WhatsApp group about me. Okay, so what we've done is put a couple of sections on there. So we've got hardware maker, we've got release day games 1, 2, and 3. We've got an advert song because it's really important to have like a really cool advert. I think when you launch your new Verve console, you've got to have that. You've got to have a celebrity on there because that was the thing back in the day, but maybe not so much these days. Although sometimes now and again, you've got to have the premise for the advert, and then you've got to have a killer USP. So like Switch had its Joy-Cons, the Vita had the little touchpad at the back. You could finger blast like that. So you've got killer USP for this handheld. So what we're going to do, we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to go round clockwise. So I'm going to pick Alex first, then Lewis, then myself. And wherever it lands, you've got to give your answer. Obviously, the guys got this before the show, so they have prepared some answers, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Some or all?
I've done my homework.
You've done your homework, that's fine. Okay, all, that's fine. We've got a well-trained section team ready to go. I just need to get my up here. Where are they? Oh, they're the Ben Lewis love references. And okay, here we go. Here's mine. Right, I'm going to spin the wheel. Alex, I want you to have a catchphrase before we spin the wheel. I think we know what it's going to be.
He's already got
one.
There we go. There goes the wheel. Here we go. What's it going to land on? What's it going to land on? Here it goes. Here it goes. Round hallway maker. No, it's going to be release day game 1. Okay, so we're going to remove that off. I'm going to make a note of what you say. So release day game number 1 for your brand new handheld console. What is it?
Breath of the Wild 2.
Okay, straight in with a very vanilla answer. Okay,
But it's not vanilla. The reason is it can finally be the game that it needs to be and not be constrained by Nintendo hardware.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, you don't know that yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. If it lands on Maker now, Lewis, I know we both are morally obliged to ruin Alex's day. It's not constrained by Nintendo hardware. Okay, and just briefly for those that haven't watched or listened to the podcast, you really enjoyed Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I just didn't finish it.
Didn't finish it.
Yeah.
And he's picking it for release
I
date.
traded it in and then bought
Spin
it
the
again
wheel.
though.
Okay. So we got the red, the yellow, green, blue. It's on the red, and it's going to be release advert premise for Lewis. So you need to talk to me about the advert, the premise of it, so what's happening in there. Don't give away the celebrity at this point.
Okay. Right. So I want you to imagine we're all in the car, right? We're all in the car, and we're going to get on. We're getting on a boat, and we're going to get that boat is going to we're going to ride this boat to France. That's the premise that the advert is going to take place on a ferry. Yeah, that's it.
You've been playing Sea of Thieves recently.
I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, perhaps that's why I've thought of this.
And what happens on the ferry?
What happens in the ferry? People are they just like they wait until they're out of like the UK waters and international waters, so they can go and the bar opens, and the folk just they go into the bar and they just buy alcohol. And then one guy goes, "Oh, look at this," and he takes this.
When it gets off Spotify, this doesn't kick in. This isn't the song, this is just appropriate.
Cross the Mersey.
Carry on, sorry, there we go. So we got a boat to France, a ferry.
A ferry.
Clarified, a ferry to France. A ferry to France, and day 1 game is Breath of the Wild 2 so far. Alex, what was your premise? Just out of curiosity, just so we can close your eyes, Lewis. Come on.
I'm sure they're sharp. They're sharp.
My premise was a lot, but I was kind of stealing an old Xbox premise. To remember the one where the Xbox and you were born and you went through your life cycle and you died.
Yes.
Well, basically, it was going to be a cross between that and the snowman, because you were going to be born, but then you were going to be, but you would stay in the air because you were.
I just thought you meant the snowman was going to be the one shooting at the baby at the
start.
start.
Well, it is kind of, but it's not actually. We might get to my celebrity later. But then you were going to. But your death was going to come when you got to that point where you lost your connection. So your connection gone, your cloud gaming ended, you died.
Wow.
Okay,
like,
well. That's morbid.
Yeah, but
okay, let's spin the wheel. Let's remove release advert premise. Let's crack on to the next one. You got your blues, your greens, your reds, your blues. And here we go. Killer USP. Okay, so I've got a pretty unique one here. You're going to have to bear with me here to explain this, and it is leading into other parts that I've picked. So my handheld has got a Hoover attached to it, and you can also clean carpets. So the reason for that, it's immensely useful within our line of work as parents and as gamers. A couple of crumbs. In fact,
for our audio listeners,
he's picking something up. He's got like a dustbuster.
Retrieving the dustbuster.
It's not a dustbuster. Fucking hell, showing your age there, dustbuster.
Dustbuster.
So like you've got a nice little handheld. Won't be this big. This is just the prototype. And then you're like,
of course.
Just like
the
just
eyes.
doing that. And then
the eyes.
you just a bit of dust there. A couple of crumbs.
That's a good idea.
Or if you want to clean something. You know what I mean?
So does that what you've got there has quite a big nozzle. Does the console itself has a nozzle, or?
Yeah. It's got all the attachable parts on it, so you can just if you choose to.
Wow.
You can just take it off.
With ease.
With ease. There you go.
Is
So clean your carpet, clean yourself, clean your dog, children, anything you name it, you could just hoover it straight up.
That's the job.
That's a good idea.
So I'm putting on there Hoover functionality and carpet cleaning ability.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Lewis, what was your killer app for yours?
It had one of those magnetic drawing board things on the back. The way you get like the little magnets that are in the shapes of houses or spirals.
Yes.
And you get a pen, you can draw it, and then it's got the thing that you and you can rub it out. You can rub one out. You can rub whatever you've drawn out. Just to know how people like taking notes. Like I'm thinking, obviously
you can rub one out, and I can suck it up.
Exactly. We should maybe combine these things.
Alex, what was yours?
It hovered.
Hoovered or hovered? Because if there is a serious theft of because I've thought of that fucking thing. And
definitely hovered.
Hovered, okay, that's fine. So Alex was going to go for a hovering console, handheld console. Actually, would be quite because if you have it hovered there.
Yeah, that'd be quite good.
Just take your hands off. You don't need to put it down, pick it back up. It's just waiting there for you.
No hands.
That's hovering. Lewis's. Yeah.
Hands free.
There we go.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
That's good. I like that.
We're getting there. Okay, next one will take us to halfway. This is for Alex. Alex is getting release day game. Alex is getting to pick another game. Come on, Alex. So release day game 2.
Why do I need to get to pick the games? You know how shy I am at choosing games.
Well, that's why it's funny. So come on, we've got Breath of the Wild 2. What's next? Fucking Devil May Cry 6.
No. Pong.
Pong.
Oh, Pong. Why do you think Pong's going to be a brilliant day one game for? Is it?
Well, I mean,
going for a realistic.
Cutting edge hardware, but better to show it off.
And because it hovers, you can have a touch screen, and you can use your finger.
Or you can use your Hoover to suck the ball back and forward.
That's a great idea.
So you can play physical Pong at the same time as virtual Pong.
That's a really good idea, actually. You could just blow the ball around the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Lewis, what do you think? What was your one of your game picks?
One of my game picks was Halford's the game.
Why is that?
I just thought it'd just be a good idea to put on a Halford's simulation game.
When was the last time you went to Halford's, by the way? Because they've changed the way that they work now. They're very inefficient.
Though I went to Halford's in 2004.
I went in about 8 months ago, and I had to go and pick up like a child seat that we purchased for my dad and his partner to put in their car as a Christmas present, which is hilarious. So like went in there, and then the guy was just like, "Oh no, you need to go to the top floor." Went to the top floor, and the guy was like, "What's this? No, you need to go downstairs." And the guy was like, "Oh, what? Is he busy?" And then they just basically argued for about 5 minutes, and it was like they were trying to challenge each other to be the one who had to go out and fit it. And I went, "Oh no, I don't need it fit in. I'm just picking it up." And I've never seen two grown child men beam as quickly as they did when they realised they didn't have to go and fit it into a car. They were like, "Oh really? Oh, I'll put that through for you." So, not a nice place.
No,
it's like a shit version of Argos.
Yeah, I thought the game.
Argos isn't even Argos anymore.
No, you could take your bike in. You could get your bike serviced. Just push A, tighten the chain or something. Go and have a look at the bikes. Maybe buy some inner tubes. Like Animal Crossing, but set in Halfords.
Oh my god! I'll tell you the joke that I was going to say there, and I couldn't because it would be too bad. So I'll text you that in a minute. Okay, so we've got Halford's Simulator. I had a new Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver game, which was a bit more of a sterile. It wasn't quite Pong, but it was more middle of the road. Let's actually think of a game that hasn't been out, or hasn't been out for a while.
Pong's not been out for a while.
I also went for Elden Ring as well, because I was like, that'd be amazing handheld.
Buy a Steam Deck?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you can't play it on Steam Deck. Don't say you can.
You can.
You can? No, you can't. And I was going to say The Witcher 4 as well, because that's in the future there. So, any other games other than Halford's?
Yeah, my other game was the name of the game that we created the other episode, which I was going to call Shagger's Hip.
Okay.
That would probably work well with that Hoover attachment as well.
I'm just texting you both because I need you to know this joke in the moment. Sorry, this is dead air for people, but I don't.
It's fine. Everyone, just occupy yourself. It's fine.
Just imagine what this joke can possibly be.
See if it starts off with Cronenberg.
There we go.
It's a long one.
I'm going to spin the wheel. Would have ruined me. Lewis.
Hi.
Release advert song. You're getting all the advert ones, mate. He's getting the games. You're getting the adverts. Come on.
Is Pure Shores by All Saints.
Okay. Okay, let's have a little look, because I think we all know this song. But
I'm moving, I'm coming, can you hear what I hear? It's calling you, my dear, out of reach. I'm coming.
We're boarding the ferry, getting on the ferry.
That's it. Think about Halfords.
The bar's open. Everyone comes in.
Service your bike.
If we merge my advert and Alex's, this is where the old person crashes through the hull of the ship and sinks.
Nice. What was your song pick, Alex? Just out of curiosity.
Well, it kind of went with my theme in the cross with the snowman, so I was going for walking in the air, but it was gaming in the air.
Oh, gaming in the air.
Mm-hmm. I'm gaming in the air.
He's up for it tonight, isn't he? Getting the falsetto out. Jordan. Apparently James Nesbitt narrated the audiobook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mine was the polar opposite of both of yours. It was because I'm like sex sells, high octane. You know what I'm like. I'm all about that. So
XL.
Like, what? This is an L.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because then you're on a ferry. You're playing Breath of the Wild 2, maybe a bit of Pong, and then you're like, and then the water. So anyway,
Yeah. Excuse me, Daniel. I think you'll find I'm the one that's the highest octane.
Well, you've been having an affair with the coffee machine. Okay, that's the release advert song. Remind me again what that was, Lewis.
Pure Shores.
Pure Shores.
By All Saints.
Thank you. By All Saints. By All Saints. Not the fashion brand.
No.
Not the fashion brand.
No, not the fashion brand. Okay. Next, for myself, I've got either Hardware Maker, Release Date Game 3, or Release Advert Celebrity. Oh, got the Hardware Maker. Now it's all going to make sense. So I picked Dyson in collaboration and coordination with Atari. Atari need cash.
And then they bring Pong.
I never even thought of that. We've fucking done it, haven't we? Look at that.
Well done.
Synergy.
Well done, guys.
So, in partnership with Atari and Dyson, like, they love to innovate. They're mad bastards. They're constantly doing stuff. He's a mad Tory, but either way, you know, sometimes you need your creators to be mad Tories so you can do mad shit. So they're making a console. That's a Dyson.
That's
Look
a Dyson, yeah.
Sturdy. That battery lasts for 8 minutes.
Immense suction.
It's decent. It is. It's immense suction. So like you've got that attached to it. He wants to get his hand dryer in there. You can do that part as well. You know, I think he makes like egg whisks or some stuff like that now as well. So he's doing that. He's doing everything, isn't he? He wants to
think how well.
Bladeless egg whisk.
Bladeless egg whisk. I've heard that's happening.
I mean, think how efficient those fans would be and all the internals.
That's the point. Yeah, keep it cool. So that console's not like he's giving you a 10-year warranty. He only sells it in John Lewis. That's the only place he'll sell it because he's like identify with that, and the colours like that kind of edgy purple, maybe that like yellow. That's really like synonymous with it.
Extended warranty as well.
Extended warranty. Yeah, there you go.
Great
there you go. Support the troops.
Plenty of add-on accessories, clip-ons and stuff.
But yeah, but again, like I said, Atari need the money, so they're like, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to jump on this handheld, but we're bringing Pong and Breath of the Wild 2. Somehow we've got that license, but there we go. Okay, I'll lift and shift that into the answers we've got. And I'm going to spin the wheel for Alex. Just before we outland on this one, which is Release Day Game 3. No, I'm not going to give you that. I'd feel bad. In fact, no, fuck it, let's do it. Before you answer that, Lewis, what was your answer for hardware manufacturer?
P&O.
You really? I mean, he's almost got a sailor t-shirt on tonight as well. It's like that.
Yeah,
it's boat shoes. Bet he's got boat shoes on too. Do you?
What he's doing is just sat in a boat. He's just got a tiny canoe in his house. He's just like
P&O ferries, and it actually linked back into the advert where people got on a ferry, but the ferry was actually the console, just a scaled up version of it.
With Pure Shores by All Saints playing.
It's a bit like
my God, Pure Shores.
Skull and Bones, where you are the boat.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. That's very funny. Alex, sadly, mate, you've got Game 3
No,
again. So
come on, I'm too boring for games. You know what this is going to be? Guess.
Forza Horizon 5. Jesus.
I mean, it had to be.
Oh my God.
I mean,
There's
what
more
better
games in the world.
better things to experience on a cloud gaming console than the most realistic clouds and sky you've ever seen in a game?
I don't know, you've not seen the clouds outside Halfords, have you?
No, thankfully.
Service your bike. I think, honestly, you explaining Forza Horizon 5 in the dry way that you do is more entertaining than the actual game itself.
No, it's not.
So.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Wow. Swearing as well. Disgusting. Okay, so we've got Forza Horizon 5 as the game. Lewis, any other games that you had on your list?
I thought there was a slim chance of me getting asked 3, so I only thought of 2.
That's fine, that's okay. I like that. So let's spin the wheel one last time, even though it's pointless. There it goes, round and round. What's it going to be? Your blue, your green, red, yellow, and
So you get the full advert then, aren't you?
He's got the full advert, yeah. Which is fucking.
I mean, if this isn't Leonardo DiCaprio, then that's
yeah. No, Johnny Depp.
Nah.
Okay, come on. What is it?
It's Chris Eubank.
okay.
Yeah, Chris Eubank. Okay, so let's think of this now. So Chris Eubank
Singing
with
Pure
Pure
Shores.
Shores.
On a piano
I'm doing
ferry.
this. I'm doing this on a piano ferry on his way to France.
It might be going to cash and carry.
Holding a Dyson-made Atari game console
Playing Pong.
whilst playing Breath of the Wild. I can't do the voice. Can you do it?
It's rather smashing. No, I can't do it at all.
That's
Pretty good.
that's a good
That was
effort.
right. If anyone's watching, please do a Chris Eubank and send it to us. Okay, so that's the full thing. We've got it there. Chris Eubank. Any other logic as to why it was Chris Eubank before we?
None. No, there was no
Okay.
logic. I now see the logic in the fact that a bank of a river or something, but there was nothing. It was just a
No.
name that I plucked off the top of my head.
Plugged out there. Okay. Alex, who did you go for?
Well, see, I thought we could go for Mr. Gaming and have Jeff Keighley trying to sell it for us, and then I went for someone with more charisma and a better fashion sense. So I went for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I can happily play that character. That'll be fine. I went for Britney Spears. So
Again?
she's healthy and safe. So
She is indeed.
and we can get her back we can do her a favour. She's willing to take anything. We've got a low budget. She's got to come and listen to Pure Shores by All Saints
Great
whilst
song.
flogging a console made by a defunct old console manufacturer in Dyson. So Mr. James Dyson's probably going to be all handsy with her, but she's okay with that at the moment. She's out there a bit unhinged, and I think it's probably the fair thing to say. She gets them out quite often on social media. So all I'm saying is, if she felt in the mood, but you want to go for Chris Eubank, so that's fine. So
Watch
that's
that advert, get your Hoover out, you're sorted.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. Don't come in when I'm cleaning my room. So I'm going to go down the things that we've decided on. So we've decided that this is a Dyson in coordination with Atari games console, handheld. The games that are day one for it, we've got Pong, we've got Breath of the Wild 2, and we've got Forza Horizon 5. Pretty good rollout. The advert premise is imagine a ferry to France. Not very much else other than that. You're just on a ferry to France. You're holding this console which got Hoover functionality and carpet cleaning ability, and the person it pans out holding it is Chris Eubank. What's he wearing? Just out of curiosity, just so we can set the scene a bit more.
He's wearing a tuxedo.
In Monaco.
Tuxedo, black and white, or white to black? What you're talking in terms
Oh,
of?
I think a classic like Dickie Bow.
He'd definitely be
Tails
white
kinda
to
thing.
black.
Yeah, I'd throw him in like a white tux. He's probably one of the few people that'll pull that off as well.
Yeah, okay, we do that.
Brutally
But we
honest.
could also have him. He could maybe be on the ferry. It's on its way to France. People are making their way to the bar. They're going to get a pint, and it's going to have the gold rim around the top of the Stella. And then he's going to be at a stall.
Oh, but
And
hold
he's
on.
going to be selling the console
Okay.
as a hawker.
But the same colour as the rim on the Stella glass, or the glass. We can't show it's Stella, but you can have a monocle.
Yeah.
The same rim,
Oh.
same colour, gold.
That's a good idea.
We should do this. Produce this. It'll work. Okay, so back to the premise. So obviously he's on a ferry to France. That's it. Obviously the context that Lewis just gave there. He's then cheersing someone and then selling the games console made by Dyson with all the fixtures and fittings to be able to hoover up and clean carpets.
Oh, you've got crisp buttons there.
Well, nobody does drugs here. There we go. He's been conscientious. Whilst All Saints Pure Shores is playing in the background, and that's it. That's our game. So now we've got to think of a name for our console.
Oh yeah.
So obviously Nintendo Switch. You've had the PlayStation Vita, the PSP. This is made by Dyson and Atari. Dyson's not too bothered about having his name in this. He's quite happy for Atari to have creative license. I've heard Chris Eubanks had a bit of a, because he was like, I need to be able to say it. I don't endorse products that I can't at least get my Eubankian kind of dialect into, you know what I mean? So he wants something in there. He wants a bit of a lisp. That's what I wrote. So what are we going for?
Atari Pleasure Pad.
Pleasure Pad, okay. It's got suction capability, so it could be the suck up.
That's good. That is
Suck
good.
up. Atari like numbers after their console as well. Like
Suck Up 69.
Ooh, that's more like a. I'm sure I've been trolled by that person. I'm sure it's more the other way. Suck Up 69,000 just to make it a little bit. But 69 is a good number. It's very pop. Sex sells. We said that.
I mean,
before.
if you went with that name, you'd have really wanted the theme tune of Summer of 69, and you could have properly got Suck Up of 69. Imagine.
But we don't have that, Alex. We've got Pure Shores by all saints.
That's the point. I've got a nautical theme here, so how can we build that in? Let's ditch Suck Up. Let's keep 69,000. So 6,900. Let's keep that in. I like that. But let's think nautical for that first word. The Seaman. 69,000.
Atari Seaman.
Yeah, the Atari Seaman. A Seaman.
Seaman, of course.
Seaman. 69,000. No, it's too on the nose.
Floater.
The floater.
The Atari Floater.
Yeah, it could be like, give it a certain type of colour, hue, like a taupe. Post-Corma taupe. You know what I mean?
Post-Corma. Yeah.
Post-Corma.
Be fairly buoyant.
Not synonymous. Like you don't have a Corma, and that, you know they're pretty risky. Then they're quite strong. You know,
They are the strongest of all curries.
You don't
Best
get
in the
flare after
mail.
them. Yeah, you get spreader after them.
You can also ask the community to name this device.
I think we do that. I think we say to them, look, we need this device naming.
Yeah, we could have a proper launch.
Like it. Yeah, Chris Eubank with a bottle of like matey or something. Won't smash. We could get him a glass one just for dramatic effect, but yeah, that might not work. Bubbles everywhere. Okay, so there's our game. Again, just to repeat myself a little bit. So we've got a Dyson in coordination with Atari made handheld. Day 1 games, Breath of the Wild 2. We've got Forza Horizon 5 and Pong. And then the premise of the advert that's being played, you've got Chris Eubank on a ferry to France with this console that's got Hoover functionality and carpet clearing ability, whilst in the background you've got All Saints Pure Shores playing. Well done, chaps. I think we've smashed that.
Yeah,
That's a winner.
guaranteed
winner,
to clean up.
That is a winner.
How much are we saying for it as
well
well?
done. I say we start low. 150? Is it 150? Not £1.50.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
That's what I would say.
£99 a free with 12 months Game Pass.
That's good. I like that. Look how happy you got with that.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, getting the marketing out there. We'll make a loss for the first 7 years, but it'll be okay.
Who cares?
If you've got to think of the component cost with the Hoover as well, we need to take that into consideration.
That's true. If you think of the price of those Dysons, actually.
You'd say that, but then this is Atari as well, so like there's going to be something in that's made of shite. It'll be like a
landfill
processor.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be like a processor from 1995, and limits it severely. Even Pong lags.
Some sort of circuitry out of those ET cartridges.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm in. I'm keen. Gents, that's been emotional. I enjoyed that tight hour. I like it.
I also like it. I also enjoyed my time tonight.
Did you? Okay, you seafaring landlubber. Alex, did you have a good time tonight?
I had the best time.
Stop sorting your quiff out, you dickhead. What are you doing? Keep it. Look at him. Oh, he's seen his reflection. There's not reflection, Dan. It's a fucking camera. Patron shout out to Mark Hammond, Sarah Purbrick, Luke Cooper, Rebecca Rudranath, Tyler Renoir, Jason Frost, Timothy Olf, Lalina DeSoles, Carl Hughes, Sean Hughes, Ethan Hunt, Kevin Scully, Max Wright, Sticky Simpson, Nate Ellingsworth, and Rune Storm. Thank you very much for supporting us.
Thank you very much. Yes.
If you would like to go and support us as well, you can go over to patreon.com/thecrossplayers and sponsor us for as little as £2. It would mean the world to us. We've got EGX coming up. I want to buy Big Sign again. The guys aren't too keen, I'll be honest, but I want to buy Big Sign again. And we want to get t-shirts made and all those wonderful things, and give a shitload of things away to people. So if you can help us out doing that, you've also got a chance of winning those things, which is a very fantastic thing to do. And finally, if you want to go over to our Discord, you can go over to thecrossplayers.com/links, and the link in there, ironically, is for our Discord. You just click on that and the invite is automatic, and you can come over there and start chatting to us immediately about computer games. You can talk to us about TV, talk to us about music. You can just talk to Alex. He's just available permanently through that. Lewis is in there. We're all in there. We're just chilling.
Even Mark comes in to mingle amongst the peasants from time to time.
Now he's disconnected from social media.
He's scouting.
He's what?
Scouting.
Nah, he doesn't do that in Discord. He still does that on MySpace and MSN Messenger. That's his watering hole.
I think a really good reason to come and join Discord is that you can come into Discord and join Game Chat Alpha, because there's many nights where Carl will just be sat in there on his own waiting for someone to speak to.
Yeah.
He'll just be sat there just waiting for someone to come and say hi to him.
I did it last night, and he was like, "Oh, we're playing games." Oh, yeah. And then messaged him 20 minutes later while he was in Discord. I went, "Oh, rain check. I'm not feeling great." And he was just saw him just drop off, and it's like, felt bad for him. Cool. He's been Lewis. He's been Alex. I've been Dan. This has been fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your week, and goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Thank you.